Do you believe that self-care products and supplements genuinely improve health, beauty, well-being, or are they just marketing gimmicks? Like these skincare products and all the supplement products are accessible to everyone, or are they still luxuries for wealthy people? Do you believe that any family who has someone who's differently abled or not up to the optimum level, does it feel like a burden on the family or something they can encourage them to have their own self-care done by themselves, have handlers? So what's your take on that? The self-care products, supplements genuinely improve health, beauty, and well-being, or are they just marketing gimmicks?
No, they improve if they are genuine.
So if we have right research done into it, if we are studying it properly, maybe that can be beneficial for us, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
There are certain products like Lipton green tea and weight loss pills.
Yeah.
See, that depends. If you're using steroids or like you're using tablets or capsules or like anything like that similar to that, that won't be like beneficial for your body. So like you should recommend for your with your trainer or like with doctor or with someone like if you're using it. But there are some basic proteins and basic supplements which you can use if you are doing very heavy weight training. So that's called protein, like good protein, as you know, like as everyone knows. So that also you should take like by recommendation of from trainer or someone else.
Makes sense. So, do you think these self-care companies, like all across, not just few brands, but all across, are misleading advertisement and their products at time, like using social media, influencers and stuff, and they
Absolutely. I have last year I have faced few brands like I don't know, I just forgot the name of the brands, but they were selling very bad products. Like they were not even good. Like they were not genuine. They were not real. They were like the quantity was also very less, and they were like I got few side effects also. And they do very good marketing so that we can just buy their product. And that's very like I mean, playing with your health is crime. So you should not.
Do you believe that self-care products and supplements genuinely improve health, beauty, well-being, or are they just marketing gimmicks, just right off the bat?
I wouldn't say that they really work. I really would think that they are more of a marketing gimmick because like if we pick any particular product, suppose like I have an interaction with like dealing with in the Ayurveda products.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like there is a bodybuilding supplement
Yeah.
there in there,
Yeah.
but I have a good view on how they are sourced. So even the quality is not assured. Like even if you do it, even like even there are doubts when you do things right, and we don't know about the efficacy.
Right.
But mostly these products are which are selling, I would not name them, but the supply chain itself is broken. So there is a lot of adulteration and the quality compromises and benchmarks.
So it's
And yeah, you were asking something.
Yeah, so it's more over how the product is placed rather than its efficacy and how it affects us, right?
Yeah, because on two levels. First is like I do everything right, like I do the supply chain right, sourcing right, and procurement right, and everything. Even then, there are a huge level of doubts whether the product is going to work or not. Talking about these bodybuilding supplements and all.
Yeah.
So that first chain itself is very broken in our country because of the lack of
Yeah, I get it.
correct checks
Yeah.
put in the place.
Some
And-
QCs and everything that goes into, is it all right, the product, the procurement of the product,
Yeah,
tampering with the product maybe while it's being packaged or something that may be into play.
yeah, adulteration.
Yeah.
And the second thing is like if you even give out that product to many people, and then you go on questioning them about like after the 3 months or 6 months period, you should like the majority of the users will not really report getting the
Desired result.
desired results actually. And it has happened to like bodybuilding products, weight loss product, weight gain products, sexual stimulants,
Yeah.
Shilajit and all that is being sold. I'm not a great fan of it. I think we need to switch. We need to find alternatives like more organic.
Yeah. Do you believe that self-care products and supplements are accessible to everyone? Like coming into the new age, it's more easier available to people, or it's like for the wealthies, it's like luxury for wealthies?
As far as I know the market, there are kind of like two parts of the market. One is the same product that has added preservatives or chemicals
Mm-hmm.
that can be bought up at general stores.
Yeah.
Near you.
Yeah.
Like if I say Dabur Amla is Amla hair oil that is available very easily,
Right,
and it's
right.
sold on the basis that it's herbal.
True.
And good essential oils that people nowadays use, that's not accessible to the masses. It's only for the rich.
True.
Do you use any of the products? Any skincare, any supplements?
I do. When I
Did it benefit you? Or
skincare, yeah, I generally use pH balance things. Like Cetaphil provides pH balance. Then Sebamed provides pH balance. Then there is new companies like Pharma and Company, the new age sunscreen, which is gel based, which are very light.
Okay.
Then there is the minimalist.
Yeah.
So
but you would know that these products are way too costly.
Yeah.
I know. But actually, they does their work, what they claim, or as you were saying that these are benefiting you.
It can't be taken just like if your food habits are very bad. You drink a lot, you smoke a lot.
Yeah.
Your skin won't be the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
It's like
Lifestyle that
it's
kind.
the lifestyle. That's
True.
Exactly.
Do you believe that these self-care products and supplements are genuinely improving beauty and health, or are they just marketing gimmicks?
No, they aren't. Just marketing gimmicks.
Just marketing.
Just a temporary. Yeah.
Hmm.
It doesn't fix anything. It's just for marketing. That's all.
So, do you think if people have some sort of research, their own research done into it, and if they consult their dermatologist or any health dietitian or something, that will be much
The
better?
biggest scam in this world is Skincraft and Dermaco, I would say.
Okay.
Personal experience, it sucks.
Okay.
But I'm using Derma. It doesn't suit me. I don't know, but
It depends on person.
Maybe it depends on person to person. Yeah. So, do you think these self-care companies are using misleading advertisement and these newborn influencers to, just place their product in such a place that people get influenced and maybe they can buy? Like one shoe, one size fits all of people kind of thing.
that's true.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, any of your incident that you made an impulsive purchase just because of you have been following certain influencers?
So yes, it was the time of Corona only. I was at home, so Kritika, I don't know her name, that Boho girl uses Skincraft, yeah. So I followed her and then I purchased it. So it didn't turn out that way, yes.
Okay. So, do you think like these skincare products and all the supplement products are accessible to everyone, or are they still luxuries for wealthy people?
They are still luxurious for wealthy people, yes.
So, on the contrary, if we see there are products under 1,000 or under 500 rupees even in the market, so are they like more harmful because they are accessible to anybody? So they would be more harmful, or
It all depends upon the skin type, yes. So we can't judge.
makes sense. So, another question onto it is there any sort of stigma or pressure from the society for us to look in a certain way, to depict ourselves in a way?
We are in certain industry where it is important to look good with a clear skin and fair skin and all. So yeah.
We are working in hotel, the Oberoi Hotel,
Yes.
so
Okay.
it's an important factor.
That's self-explanatory into it. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Are we too quick on spending money on self-care products? Like, are we impulsive, or needing professional advice is
I'm
important?
very impulsive. If I see something, and actually I'm a person who gets very influenced to influencer, I would say. So if Boho Girl is advertising that, I would go and buy it. Yes,
Okay.
that's how it works for me.
Makes sense.
Most of them maybe.
Usually we try to end it off on a note of talking about people who are differently abled.
Yeah.
So, do you believe that any family who has someone who's differently abled or not up to the optimum level, does it feel like a burden on the family, or something they can encourage them to have their own self-care done by themselves, have handlers? So, what's your take on that?
Certainly, like people who can afford handlers, who can afford nurses, their life are better off. The rich won't bother that their child is differently able, but on a similar note, the poor take it as a curse, right? Because there are lesser resources available to them. There's lesser payments, lesser money, hence the loan.
Absolutely.
It all depends on the family, how
How
their
they are taking
mindset.
it, yes.
So
So if they are empowering them, if they are taking care of them, giving them the support that needs, they can have a
Yes.
fulfilling life.
See, there is no burden because it's your family. So there is no burden. You should guide your children in such a way that they will be after a certain period of time when they get adults, they can handle themselves.
Yeah.
So you can see people doing job. Like I have seen one person who was riding a three-wheeler. He didn't have their hands and both legs. So you can just think of that. So we should get inspiration from them. So that is not a liability on you or parents or anyone. So that is the